Hi everybody and welcome to Tonic Studios. I'm Laura and with me today is Alison.
Hello, how are you?
And we've got Alex behind the cameras as well.
Hiya, Al.
Hello.
So today we're going to be looking at the Fantasy Floral Frame. So how are you?
I'm fine, yes.
All good?
Very excited about this gorgeous little frame.
It is. It's really lovely and lots of layers you can build up with this as well.
And you can put as much or as little detail as you want.
Paper piecing.
Absolutely.
So today we are looking at the Fantasy Floral Frame, but before we show you the die set, we're going to show you an interview with the designer Darcy, who designed this die.
I'm Darcy and I've been here for about 4 years now, and I'm one of the designers out of many that does the dies, stamps and stencils. We have the Fantasy Floral Frame. It's a bit of a mouthful. This month. It's quite a small one because we wanted to be quite affordable for other crafters. Because it's spring right round the corner, it's one of my favourite times of year, so I thought, why not do a floral inspired die set? As it's quite small, I feel like it could be put on anything, really. The crafters, you give them something small and they can do marvellous things with them. But cards, yeah, and it's a layering frame, so maybe a simple layered frame. They can maybe put an aperture in it and put like one of the previous stamp sets in it, a tag, or they could put it on any 3D die set. They can do wherever they want, really. I think it can be for the beginners because it's quite simple and easy to use. They can do like a simple layering frame or pop it on a card. But then I can think more advanced crafters can use it as well. They can make bigger projects on it. It's quite versatile, so they can do many things with it. Even though it's quite a small die set, you can do whatever you want with it.
So now we're going to show you the actual die that you're going to get.
It's a tiny little die set, but it packs a punch. So there's 8 dies, and they all come apart. So you can put layers and layers and layers. So there we go. There's all our dies. And each one will either add a bit of detail or it'll add another layer to your card. So we've got some that are verso dies with the pattern, and then you add the outer edge. This one is the same, that's the pattern, so that can cut straight into your cardstock. And then we've got an outer edge for that. Then we've got another layer with an outer edge. So you could have built a great big pyramid by the time you finished doing this.
And I like every one has got a different, even just the outer die, it's still got like a stitch effect. So every layer has still got a detail on it,
Absolutely.
Doesn't it?
So this die cuts out on its own, but it's also got a backing plate. So I've got a little technique to show you today, as well as the samples that we've got as well.
So lovely. Okay,
beautiful,
so while
isn't it?
we let Alison get ready, I'm just going to let you know that the die set, so you do get 8 dies in the set, and it is $9.99, and it is available now. So while Alison's getting ready, I'll just show you some of the samples that we've got. Now look at this little tag. Look at that. But that is so cute. So that's just one of the smaller ones that's in there, and then that small little arch.
Fabulous little tag, isn't it?
It's lovely, isn't it? And you can see, if I spin that round, you can see the stitch effect on the back. So every layer has got detail in it. It's really, I don't know why, that makes me think of like a little tea bag.
It does. It does.
But really, really cute.
You could even do your shaker with tea leaves, couldn't you?
Very posh.
I know.
Very posh.
Bit of Earl Grey in there. Or Lady Grey. I don't drink tea.
Don't you?
No, I don't like tea.
Do you drink coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't do tea. Right, so Karen's made this card, so I'm hoping I don't mess it up. So this is what I'm going to show you today. So it's a little fold back to
That's
show you that you
nice,
can use.
It just fits in as well,
It
doesn't
does.
it?
It does.
Really
You can
nice.
use a couple of layers or you pop them all on. Entirely up to you. So, Karen started off, so she's taken, hang on now, she's taken this die. Make sure I get it the right way now. Come on now. And she's cut the hole out of the back of the card. So we've got the layer then. So she's cut the layer again the right way. Gosh, don't know my front from my back and my left from my right. Yeah.
I don't normally anyway, so you're good.
So that's the two that we've used so far. So I'm going to pop them over there. This now is going to glue.
Other
Make
way.
sure
That
I
way.
got it.
Yeah.
Look, I need
That's
instructions.
a krypton
don't I?
factor, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Do you know, when you haven't made the card as well,
Yeah,
you're
it's
going back
worse.
and forth.
Yeah.
It is worse. So, I'm going to pop this. I'm just going to put a few little drops right around the outside. I'm not going to put a lot because I'm going to pop another piece of card on the back.
Okay, well, you're just putting them on. We'll have a look at another card that we've got. Now, this is it. I hate trying to show shakers because obviously I need to shake it and then you can't see it. But look at that, just using white and like a lovely pink colour. But you can see how they've used all of the dyes in that one and then just put some sequins in the middle. That's really lovely. And you can still see that inside dye there in the background. So just using some foam there. Really, really pretty. And with some Nuvo drops around the edge.
Lovely.
Really pretty.
So, we've popped that on the back. So if I hold it and turn it over, that's giving us a nice backing plate. You could just put a square on the back, but you're using less card this way and you can save the other bits for something else. So then we've got a square panel of cream to tie in with the rest of the card. So we pop this. And this is all the back of my card. There we go. Off you go. So we've given it a nice finish there. Because we like the back to look as neat as the front. So there we are. So next one now, Karen has kept the same shape. So we've gone with the pattern that way. And this then will fit straight in to the cutout.
That's nice. It gives a nice effect that
It does.
It's been cut out of the card.
Absolutely. And it also gives you a different texture to it.
Yeah, it almost looks as if the gold's been kind of like embossed into the card
It
rather
does.
than you just putting a die cut on top of the card, doesn't it?
It does. I
Really
like
nice.
this. I haven't done it for a while, but I do like this effect. There we go. So we've got a little rogue die cut for there. It hasn't popped out.
Is that always a he now?
Always a he.
Always he.
There we are. That's coming out. In fact, I think I've pushed it inside, but that's all right.
You can't
Never
see
mind.
it. It's
We
gone.
won't worry about that. So our next bit, if we go back to this card, we've got a layer inside. So this layer is going to sit where you can write, put your message, and that's that layer there. But I know I got a couple more that I'm going to use the same layer.
I like the like pinprick around the edge.
Love it. I've been doing some samples upstairs and that's got a pinprick around. So I've used the pinpricks to do my stitching because it's so satisfying, isn't
What,
it,
have you
Alex?
gone in and actually stitched it?
No.
All right.
With a pen.
Yeah,
Foam
with a pen. Yeah,
stitching.
that's what I do.
Foam
Yeah.
stitching.
And I thought you were going to say, no, you've been there with your needle.
I have done it with a needle.
Have you?
I have done it with a needle. Alex was watching me this morning and went, you know, that's so satisfying watching that.
So make you do a long one now that we can make a time lapse out of.
Oh, you'll have one this big, wouldn't you? As big as the table. So our next bit now, we're coming on to the front of our card. So let's have a little look. What have I got here? That's not the one I need. So we've used the same outer edge with the pinpricks. And then that's the green. And then into the craft card then, we've popped the pattern.
That's nice. It looks
It's
like
lovely.
a stained glass window, doesn't it?
It does. It does. It's really pretty. So a little bit of glue now on the back of this.
Shall I show some more samples?
Show a
while
few
you're
more, yeah.
doing that. So I've got one here by Terry. Now this one has been paper pieced, and look how you can see just some of them they put in mirror card, and look at that just grabs, but it's all completely flat.
That's lovely.
It's
If
all
you're
been paper
posting,
pieced.
you're sending your cards out, you've created depth
But
with
it's
no
got-
height,
No,
isn't there?
it's lovely, isn't it? I love the colours in here as well, and just with that mirror in there, it really just pops, doesn't it?
That
Really
on the
lovely.
mantelpiece
It
would
just
really
catch your
catch
eye,
that light,
wouldn't it?
wouldn't it?
Yeah, as you're walking past or you're moving, you just see it.
So when you're popping this on, it's going to be at the same
Same
level
size.
as the one underneath. But you only want to put glue on half of the back. And I've made many errors making this and put the glue on the wrong side. So
No, I think we've all been there.
That's what I would have done.
be careful. Check twice, stick once. So there we are. We're right ready to go. Next bit now, we've got another layer. So this again, I'm going down the dies as I'm going. So we've got the lovely pinprick on this one. So that's what's cut into the coral. And then the pattern then is cut into the cream. So we glue these together.
That's a nice one.
And again,
With the
this could
detail
just
on
have
the
your
edge.
message on it. You don't have to go any more layers. It could be a message on that one, and maybe you don't want.
Yeah, it's nice
don't
that
wanna
you've got
create
so
that.
many layers in here. So depending on what size card you're going to make, you've got
Absolutely.
something in here. If you want to make a large card, if you do a smaller
Yeah.
card, you've got something in this one, haven't you?
But even the biggest of the dies will still fit an A2 card. So if you like to make little cards, hang on, I'm a little bit off centre there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to move it. So we live with that
We'll live
one.
with it.
There we go. So this one now is going to glue onto there. There we go. And they're so easy to line up.
Yeah, there's no fiddly bits in this or
Nothing.
anything, is there?
Nothing at all. That would be nice with a little bit, if paper piece those in mirror card as well.
Yes, it would actually. It'd be nice in mirror because it would
would.
look kind of like a mirror, wouldn't it?
Because that one's got the mirror on it. Look at
Yeah,
it.
they've overlaid the outside with the.
So what
there's a
they've
layer
done
of mirror
there,
card under it, isn't there?
yeah, so that one's been cut, and then you've used that one to cut the middle out
inside.
of the mirror. Really pretty. Okay, so next one now. Karen's popped a little bit of our sticky sheets, our adhesive sheets on the back of this one. Makes it easier to adhere.
Yeah, especially when you've got a mirror card. you don't
Absolutely.
wanna get glue
No
on it,
glue
yeah.
bits,
No.
nothing. And then we'll pop a foam pad on the back of this.
And while you're sticking that one down, I'm just going to show you this one because this has been
Do
used.
you know, that looks like a wedding card to me.
Doesn't it? And you've got if I just turn it to the bottom, look at the layers you've got in there. So you can see they've used every layer in that one. You've got the florals in here as well. That's from the envelope one that we just did, isn't it?
I think it is.
It
I
is,
think
isn't it?
it
I
is.
think so. And you can see then with that background, that base dye, you can see how they just layer up. They're really lovely, aren't they?
They're
Every
gorgeous.
single layer.
Absolutely gorgeous. Darcy likes really delicate work, and it shows in her dies then. So I've got a piece of coral with the adhesive sheet on the back. And the reason I've got that is because I'm going to do a little bit of paper piecing.
Okay, well while you're die cutting that, I'll show you some more. So we've got another one here. Now, this one, look how they've paper pieced the inside and all these outside florals.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
I'm not doing that much paper piecing.
That looks like it took ages.
It does.
Doesn't it? But how amazing does that look? Actually,
I do love paper piecing, mind.
look at that. They've actually, the ribbon. Oh, I'm going to make a mess.
She threaded it through.
She's threaded the ribbon through. So this bow, the ribbon's been threaded through
Oh, wow.
all of those different holes there. So another way of using that
Amazing.
layer, if you wanted
Amazing.
to. Really, really lovely. And then I'll show you the one I've knocked down, because I've got that here. Look at that. I love actually the different colours that you've got in
It's
the
pretty,
samples.
isn't it?
works
It's
with different
really
colours,
pretty.
isn't it? Really lovely. And with that dark colour there, it really just brings out all the detail in these. Really pretty colours.
So because I've got the adhesive on the back of these little bits are just going to peel out and pop in. So you haven't got any glue in. Again, I've got no adhesive coming outside my
Yeah.
flower.
And then not small petals either.
No.
They're not like too small to actually go in paper piece, are they?
No, they're not.
Because
I mean,
sometimes I look at some dies and I think, oh, that'd look nice paper piece. But then when you actually cut it and realise how small the bits are, I
Yeah.
think, oh, actually, do you know what?
I'm not.
I'm not actually gonna paper piece that.
But these would be nice coloured as well.
Yeah, colour behind them.
You know, if you're not a paper piecer, which not everybody is. Hang on, I've lost a bit. No, I haven't.
No, and I think sometimes some dies they just scream, don't they? They want to be paper piece.
Oh, absolutely. Hang on, I can't get the back up. There we are. So I can pop that one. Ooh. Yeah, I've got my embellishment tool here. I should hoof that out. So I'm not going to do them all because you really don't want to watch me.
Well, while you're
paper
doing them
piece
one, I've got
everything.
three more actually samples that I can show you. So look at that one. That one, the background, the way they've actually cut into the die to make the background, that screams to me like a wedding card.
It does.
With
it
the
does.
background. So you can see you can cut into the die as well and use it in different ways. And like just using that smaller one there, it looks like a little window.
It's lovely, isn't it?
You could do that in like dark. If you've got like a wall piece of card, if you imagine that being a wall, that could be a window. It'd look like kind of like a cottage window, wouldn't it?
It would. Really pretty.
And then two more to show you.
But it shows how much or as little
You
can
use.
put on these.
Yeah, like these ones. They've just used those smaller ones to build up the three of them. But look at them.
And again, that's like your wall, isn't it?
Really, really lovely. And you can see you don't even need much. You can see the backgrounds have been kept quite simple. So if you want to keep them quite simple, you can. And then I got one more. So this one has just used the smallest one and cut it out to make the actual background and then used that floral frame. But how effective does that
That
look?
is
Like
gorgeous.
a funky little background, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Really nice.
Absolutely.
So you can see it just cut in different colours.
The
Really
arches
nice.
would be nice with the straight edges together to make like little lozenges as well.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Or a pill. A pill. You know when you want to get well soon card, there's your pill.
Okay.
There we are.
Always the nurse.
Absolutely. Right. So I'm going to leave the rest of it and I'll show you the finished version because you're going to be bored watching me paper piece. So what Karen has done here, she has used the outer frame. She's trimmed a little bit off it. Let me put it on the cream there. But she's made a join at the bottom here. She's joined it all going around. And then she's popped a ribbon on. So that is our lovely little border.
That's nice.
It's nice,
And
isn't
a
it?
different way of doing it as well.
Yeah.
Really lovely.
So I'm going to pop a bit of tape behind. Find the end. Have I got a scissors? Maybe I haven't.
It should be one of them.
Scissors in the side.
Maybe one of them.
I got one.
Got it?
Yeah. Because this one doesn't tear. I bet this is a lefty now. No, maybe not.
No, we're good.
We're all right.
We're good.
I picked 6 scissors up the other day because, as you can imagine, there's scissors everywhere here and they get picked up and they get left in different places. And I thought, what's wrong with this scissors? And then realised it was a lefty. And I'm not a lefty. So I found it really hard to use. So I appreciate now how left-handed people struggle with the right-handed scissors. So we've got a little strip of coral wrapped around with a ribbon. And then we're going to finish off then with a lovely little bow and a bit of glue. There we are.
Oh,
And
that's pretty.
I've got a sneaky peek to show you. These are going to be coming up
I love
really
these
soon.
bottles.
Isn't they lush? Look at that.
It is like a potion bottle or like a perfume or
It
something,
does.
doesn't it?
It does. So these are cannoli cream. Look at the colour on these.
Oh, they're nice.
They are gorgeous.
Shall I have a bottle?
Yeah, go on. Show the bottle. So keep a lookout for these coming up soon.
They are lovely. I love the bottles, the new bottles.
I
think
know.
They are so lovely.
And a little dab of glue.
Really, really nice.
And these are going to sit as the centre of my flowers. So, you know, sometimes you're making a card and you really haven't got time for drops to dry. That's the time you need your sequins. And
I like sequins, though. I think they give you a different effect.
They give, yeah, they do. They can give a modern effect. There we are, pop that one down. There's 3 size sequins in here as well.
Do you know, I was having my nails done
there we are.
about 2 weeks ago, and I noticed in the corner of my eye a Nuvo bottle.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and they had like the Nuvo glitters and some of the sequins in the nail place, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't have thought
Bargain.
that. Yeah.
Bargain. So if you do nails, you know what to do.
you know where to go.
So there's my card with a little bit less paper piece in, but this is Karen's with everything paper pieced. Absolutely
It's
stunning
lovely.
card.
And you know, those, when you said cream, I thought you were going to say more of a yellow colour, but they do look, they look more yellow in there.
They do.
Than when you actually, like, they look cream there now.
They do.
And they are a real cream
So depending
colour.
on your background as well, if you
Yeah.
had a yellow background,
They'd probably look a bit more yellow.
then
Shall I hold it so they can see
Yeah.
your card?
they would give a more yellow effect, I think.
So you can see the sequins there. That's lovely.
I love a shaped card and a fancy fold.
Yeah, it's nice sometimes to do something a bit different,
It is.
isn't it? Just
It
to,
is.
you know, step outside the box.
Absolutely.
Really nice. I like the colours as well on that one. Really,
Love
really
Coral.
pretty.
Love Coral.
Beautiful.
So there we are. We'll build the set back up now. Ignore my bits in there. They're not there. They're really not. So you can see exactly what you're getting then.
Do you know, it's really nice that you get the magnetic sheet.
I don't think the sheet
Oh,
comes
does it
with
not?
it. I think we popped it on this upstairs because I'd been using them earlier.
I'm liable to lose it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There we go. And that's all your
Lovely.
dies back in place. Look at me being tidy.
I know. Well, no, you're not.
Well, all right. Look at us. You've got to pick out the one little bit that's not tidy. We'll hide that behind the card.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, the set is available now. It is $9.99. So don't forget to tag us in your make so we can see what you're doing with it. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And happy crafting!